Update on the land. I did not film it yesterday. I think I have like one clip maybe. It's been so hot here in Oklahoma and humid, but we were able to fill up this entire dumpster with stuff they left. And I'm telling you, we could fill up another one. Like, we haven't made it out here to the fence line. Chase is just going out there. There's just so much, and you can't see it until you like get to it. What I really want to get to, and you guys may laugh if you know me, from my porch and window, let's see if I can zoom in, see all these little pieces right there, drives me crazy. I don't even know what was gonna happen with that many of them, but I'd like to get those taken care of. And then we are gonna have someone come out and quote us to paint everything. I just want to see how much it's gonna be. But our guy's actually in Mexico. He's visiting his family, so he was like, do you guys have time? And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, enjoy your family. Enjoy your trip. The red can stay. It's very traditional, but I am gonna see if we get that quoted. But what stinks is, like, I mean, I know why he did it. His barn was red, so he painted all of his fencing red. And at first I was like, it's okay, I'll paint it. I start looking around all the acres. We'll just have to figure it out. I'll get a price for it, but I don't know, guys. We'll probably be working on this for a while. There's so many different options of what I want to do, what Chase wants to do. His is basically get a renter in it. We know someone's kind of already asked us, and we could just do very little to it and have a renter and start making money. And I'm like, hey, what about we don't rent it and we just put thousands of dollars into it and make it really cool? So, time will tell. The receiver and
like he goes right there. Something like that. He won't stay.
Okay, so we're on to the next project. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with that over there. But in the meantime, we do know we want access into this area, but we're not gonna be taking down the full fence. I know I've had some questions about that. We can't like fence this whole area. There's too many acres, and it already has this fence around it. This we will leave up just because of the pool. I mean, I know it seems odd because we have like a pond outside of it, but that's just how it is. So this will stay up, but we're going to take this fence down to this point so we can walk through, and Chase can get the lawnmower through so we can mow around the pond, and he can take it up to the front to mow up there when needed, because he's been using like the road, and it will just be safer going this way. Not that it's like a busy road, but it'll just be easier to use the land. And then eventually at some point we'll go ahead and take, like, I'm calling it his fence, down all the way behind this, because there's no reason to have like our fence and that fence up. So we can take all that down and use it somewhere else if needed. But until then, the goal is to get this opened up, because we've just been putting like a ladder over it to get over there to fish. So it'll be nice to like have the opening right here. Just in case you're concerned of why we're digging a hole, Chase is going to tell you why.
Yeah, so basically whenever I cut this, it's going to need some really strong support to hold all of this barbed wire to the left here. If I were to leave just this pole, it would pull it over time. It would start pulling it really bad this way, all the tension. So I'm putting a big 5-inch round wood fence post that's about probably 6 feet tall. It's 8 feet right now. I'm going to cut it to 6 feet to be about this height, and to go 2 feet in the ground with concrete. That way it'll hold it to where whenever all the tension from all this barbed wire is pulling on it, it'll be that big sturdy wood post. So that's why we're doing this right here.
That's brought to you by Farmer Chase.
That's right. YouTube. It'll turn you into a farmer. Just watching that YouTube video.
We're gonna learn a whole lot. I mean, we have 6 acres, but now we have way over 20, so we gotta start figuring things out. But step 1, make this a little opening, and then down Down there, we got to figure out what we're going to do.
That's 1 foot 5 or 4 inches.
While Chase finishes this up outside, I'm gonna go inside. I feel like we've been dividing and conquering a lot. I'm inside cleaning, he's outside doing projects, but I do wanna thank Narwal for sponsoring today's video. They did send me the Freo Z10 to test out, and boy, did my floors need this. Not to mention, it was so easy to get set up. I feel like sometimes technology can be so hard, but it had little stickers just guiding you the whole way, so it is very, very user-friendly. Not to mention, it's just gorgeous. If I'm gonna have a piece out in my home, I want it to look pretty. It needs to go along with my decor, and I just felt like this one was perfect. It has several amazing features that I am gonna talk to you about, but the one that was like a game changer for me is it's like ultra quiet. So I've had one in the past. It was so loud that we finally decided to run it when we were out of the house. So we would run it like when we had errands and stuff. And if you guys have ever done that before with pets, it's a disaster. So we kind of got these weird notifications. We came home, Tiger had had an accident and it was everywhere. It ruined my white rugs. It was all over my floors. I spent hours cleaning it up. We chunked it. It was bad. This one I can run while we're in here watching TV. I could be in a phone call. There could be a baby sleeping, whatever it is. I love that it's so quiet. Now you're watching the mapping process, and this one's important because this is where it learns your floor plan. It does not take long at all, but what's nice about this is now you can see it on the app and you can block off rooms, different areas. Like Savvy doesn't want her room cleaned by it, so I block it off. I typically block off my office because I have like Tiger a rug in there and I don't want it messed up. Maybe it's like your kid's space where there's a lot of toys, but this option you can also just clean specific items. Maybe we just got done eating and there was a mess in the dining room. I can send it just to the dining room. So it's just really nice to have it mapped out. You can label those rooms so you can either block it off or just send it to those certain spaces. And like I said, this process does not take long at all, but it's worth it to do. Once it's done mapping, it's just gonna go straight to the base. And once it's back at the base, now you can start running like a full clean or whatever cleaning you want, and it's all done from your phone. So it's starting out here in Chase's office. What's amazing is how well it gets next to the walls and baseboards, which we'll talk about that here in a second, but it also has this dual flow tangle-free system. Basically, if there's a vacuum that says tangle-free, Chase is gonna get it for me because it makes life so much easier. I have long hair, Savvy has long hair, we have George, Tiger. He just hates cleaning out, and if you can see right here, it does not get tangled. It is so nice, it is so easy. So if you have a long hair in your house, or maybe pets, and your husband's sick of cleaning out the roller, or you are, this one's gonna be a game changer for you. But like I was mentioning earlier, it does have that precise edge cleaning. Basically, it's got like an edge swing, and if you look right there, it kind of kicks out. It's even getting underneath my door. It touches baseboards, maybe underneath cabinets. You'll see that later on. So it's so nice. It's not gonna miss a spot, and it's just a really nice feature to have. Also, maybe there's spills in your kitchen, maybe it's pop, maybe it's coffee, maybe it's actual food, whatever it is, it just glides over and cleans it up. Now, what I will say is the first time it didn't clean it 100%, but the system knows that. So it finished cleaning this area, and then it goes back to the docking base. It self cleans the little mopping heads itself. I'm gonna show you that here in a second, and then it comes back and cleans it again. So it makes sure it gets the mop system clean, so it's just not putting pop all over your floors. I thought that was super cool. So here's what it looks like right now. I grabbed it on the way going back to the dock. You can see it is so dirty from my floors, and that's just this one little area right here in my entryway. But now it's gonna go in, it's gonna do a self cleaning, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. I don't think I took the time to show you the inside, so I wanted to open it up. It's got a clean water side, it's got a dirty water side, so they stay separate, and you can refill those or dump them out as needed. This is also the little dust bag, so when it gets done just doing a vacuum, because it does vacuum, it does mop, you can send it to do separate things or both things, and that's where you would occasionally have to dump it out. But look how much cleaner this got just with a few seconds of it doing a deep clean, and then right here it's going back to clean up the rest of that pop. So I thought it was super cool that it knew it wasn't clean and it went back and finished the job. So when it is doing the cleaning, it automatically adjusts the mop wash temperature. It can be between 113 and 167 Fahrenheit based on the type of dirt and how much it needs to get clean. The dust bag lasts about 120 days too, so you only need to dispose of that a few times a year, which I feel like is a game changer. And like I mentioned earlier, it is just so quiet. It's even quiet when it's emptying out, so it doesn't disturb your life. I do have a very exclusive code for you guys. I'm gonna put it on the screen and down below in the description box, but you're gonna save $500. It's the lowest price ever. It's only available July 8th through the July 11th, so don't miss out on this amazing deal. I'm gonna have it linked down below in my description box. I'm gonna have the coupon code as well, and I do want to thank Narwal again for sponsoring today's video. But now we're gonna head back outside so we can see what Chase has been doing while we've been cleaning. I almost forgot to mention they're doing a giveaway for you guys. They're going to be giving away one Freo Z10. So just check the description box on how to get entered, but it's on Facebook as well. So if you follow me over there, head that way for bonus entries. New day, same project, but this is looking so good. I'll show you both sides. So I don't know where I left off last time, but now we have this nice big opening. So a golf cart, Chase's mower, so we can like get up there to fish or whatever. This is all done. And then he took down all the T-post and like barbed wire fencing behind this just because it was doubled up. It just wasn't needed. So that's what that is. But it looks just so much cleaner from the backyard because like we had a post and then he had a post and we had a post and they were different sizes, so like we couldn't make it mesh up. I asked our fence guys. I tried when we moved in, but I'll show you how he did it on the other side too. So here on this side, we didn't really need the opening, but since we were taking down the fencing behind it, basically he had to secure it, so he just put in another post here and wrapped it. We could have left an opening, but I just don't think we need it. Originally, I was gonna spray paint these black, and like right here it would kind of make sense down there. I think I'm just gonna leave it for now, and then I can always do it because it would be super, super easy to do, but I feel like it blends in better with like the other fence if I don't, and it would be like a thick black post. But this house, or farm, barn, whatever you would call it, has definitely been a lot of work since we've got it. So they're coming to pick up the dumpster today. We've had it about 3 days. It's full. We took a drive last night. I filmed clips, but I filmed them the wrong way. And we drove around our whole property. And the more we drove, like this is so tall right now, you can't see much. We were just seeing so much stuff that was left. A lot of you guys are making comments like where I announced it over on Instagram, like the fact he was so mad that like during construction some of our trash went over and we offered to pick it up, but yet he left dumpster loads of trash for the new people that bought it because he didn't know it was us at the time. I'm sure he'll find out, but yeah, so we've got a lot of work. Just this will eventually, I think you guys are wondering like what we're gonna do back here too. First off is it's just gonna be hayed, and typically it always gets done before the 4th of July because of all the fireworks out here in the country. So we're hoping they make it in time, but we've had such a rainy season. I know they're like way behind, so we'll definitely see how that goes. But yeah, there was just like, there's just so much, like so much junk back there that it's definitely gonna be a work in progress for a while, but it's been fun. It's been nice, just a family getting to work on it. There's no like rush. We'll just slowly, we can always do loads in Chase's truck too. I don't know that we're gonna get another dumpster. We probably could, but we're just gonna see how it goes. But the fence is up, so at least we can get to there from our land now. Okay, I wanted to come inside and chat real fast. I'm outside, it's only 83, but the sun is like so strong today. So I feel like there's been a lot of updates every day. I'm trying to like figure out what to do with this place. Like this is all just happening so like in real time. So we had a renter find us that is probably like the perfect candidate as far as like for that space. He has like chickens and he has, why can't I think about goats? He doesn't want anything changed, like as is. He'll take it, start renting it. Seems perfect. There's just this huge part of me that like my brain and my heart won't connect with this place for some reason. Like we should jump on top of it, perfect, get it signed. He could move in a few months. We're good to go. I keep struggling because like my heart wants it for us. Like I want to work on it. I want to paint the cabinets. I want to decorate it. I want to furnish it. I want to just share it with like friends and family. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I have this like strong connection with it, but I'm trying to tell myself like that's going to take so much time. And like, even if we do it smart, like we'll be as smart as we can, like very DIY, very like, you know, use what I have here, Facebook Marketplace. Like, I feel like I can make it so cute. I've already labeled it. Like the theme or the style would be like rustic organic or rustic. I really wouldn't even put modern in it. So like I love organic modern, but it would be more like a rustic organic vibe because I love organic. I want it to be a piece of me, but it's like a barn. So we have to like keep that in. I don't know. I'm like dreaming and planning and I just really want it for us. But like I said, then I don't know. It's like we can spend money or we can make money off of it. And everything in me is like, it feels so soon to rent it out. Like we haven't even had time to process it yet. So I don't know, like I know the smart thing, like, and typically like we're very financially smart and wise and like we have the money for it. So like we don't have to rent it out, but it would be nice to have someone else help pay for it. You know what I mean? Like, I hope you guys know what I mean. Like I'm just like rambling on, but there's this disconnect of like, I know what I should do, but I know what I want to do. And I don't know, I feel it's like calling my soul. And I always tell myself like, I can do it later, but I feel like this renter would be there a while. Like he's gonna get it set up with his animals and stuff. So do I do the smart thing? Do I do the thing that like my soul's calling for me to do? And I can tell you right now, like as I'm sitting here, I have no idea what we're gonna do. I know what I wanna do. I know what I should do. They're two different things right now. So we're just trying to like figure it out.
So I'm back over here at the farm by myself this time because there's this tack room right ahead and it is full of mud daubers and wasp and carpenter bees. And Ashley said, I don't want any part of that. So I am coming over here to check it out. I looked last night and it was pretty rough as far as how many mud daubers nest are in here. Turn the light on and show you. But you can see all those brown mud dauber's nest. I don't know how many of them are actually active, but there's a ton of them. So I'm gonna just navigate real carefully in here because there's a ton of trash that he left. Yeah, I don't even think he touched this room much. He left all sorts of trash. So that's what I'm gonna be doing over here for a little bit. Hoping it doesn't take too long, but yeah, it's junked out and it's gotta go. So here we go. So it's definitely active in there because I've seen like 10 just flying out, in and out of this door. So I'm just gonna be careful whenever I go in and out of there. You can see them all flying around. Man, brutal. Okay, so now I'm Team Ashley because I think she was right. I should have just locked this door and let it sit because I took about 20 to 25 trips running in and out. You'll probably see some on the video. But it took me that long to get, well, it wasn't a ton of stuff, but just with all the wasps flying around, you could still see them up there. So I was just trying to be as quick as I could getting in and out and be quiet. But that's for an electric fence, so I'm hanging on to that for now. But I mean, all it needs is really to be swept really good on the floor, but I got most everything that was on the shelves, the floor. You saw all those rags and everything earlier, so they're all gone. But yeah, there's one, gotta back up. So yeah, got all of it cleared out for the most part, just a couple of things. But should have just locked that thing up and let it sit probably, because I don't know who's gonna wanna ever come in here until we get all those mud dauber nests down and get those wasps cleared. But they are flying around. I can see about 8 right now flying in and out of this door.
Okay, Chase was coming over here to throw a few things in the dumpster, and I was like, let me go. I just wanna come in here and figure it out. So in here, what I'd love to do, I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, I would love to extend the tile into here. I'm not a big fan of like carpet in the living rooms. I think it's okay for bedrooms, and I'll leave that back there. It just makes the space feel bigger. They left us like 2 boxes of this, and I cannot find it anywhere. I'm gonna start going to stores, seeing if I can match it, because I'd love to carry it through, and I really don't want to rip out all of this, because it goes, I mean, it's not a big space at all, but I don't want to rip out tile and put in new tile. So I've got to figure that out if we kept it. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out like the setup in here. And then this is the main space that I really want to get to. And I found some cool products that you can like gel stain these cabinets, so they look like a lighter wood type thing and not so orangey. The problem is, I know you guys are going to be like, why don't you just do it and rent it out? The guy that wants it is like, don't touch it. Like, I love it. Like, this is his vibe. So yeah, but I'm like, I could work on these cabinets. I don't love this. This is like a laminate. I wish it was any color but green, but I might just leave it, or I could like try painting it first. Sadly, it's like in good shape. It's just, I don't like the color. We could do a backsplash. I don't know. Right here, it's funny. We were over here the other day and we opened this up, and like to make their fridge fit, I totally get it. They had to like take out the shelf. So this is just faux. So like if we got a big enough fridge or whatever would go here, we could always remove that. I would definitely cut this piece out. I'm trying to do research, even though we don't know what we're doing yet. I really want to straighten this out. I want to see if there's a way to do that, like cut it out. Because down here, they're perfect. Like when I paint these, they're gonna look brand spanking new. I feel like this shape kind of dates it, so I've got to figure that out. It's a new day. It's a couple days later. I was working on a video, so Chase came over and finally got to weed eat. We haven't got to do the weed killer yet, but it's already looking so much better. It's like baby steps on this place, but every little bit is just making a huge difference. So he got all of this done. I've got to get to that to get those out to trash, but where he didn't weed eat, that's where he's gonna mow. He was just getting the areas done that he couldn't get the mower, but I cannot wait to get all of that taken care of. I thought it was slid into something. That's actually gonna be pretty easy to get, I think. And then there was a big vine. Was it right here on this white?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember, but it was tons of like ivy greenery stuff. He got all that down, so when we have it painted, and then he found another door over there that slides, so it's like the more we peel away at this and trash stuff, the more we find. So we're gonna go through it this way. I'm praying there's no snakes. I've got shorts on and this grass is tall. So this is the first place we don't really have like a back patio. So if we ever wanted to turn this into a house, we could knock all these down and make this a really cool back porch. But these are the areas that go into this. I don't know if I've shown you guys since we like cleaned all of this out. Like I went in, Savvy came in and got like all the trash, which I was very thankful for. And then we like raked it all up. Oh, there's wasps. And then this will take you into that whole barn event center that you guys want me to have, that I want, but it's not gonna happen right now. And then into the house itself. And you can see like the windows right there. I don't know why this area makes me happy, but it does. Can you get in there? Oh yeah, perfect. So then here's the area. I told you guys we could redo one day
It would be cool.
And then there's the scary area he cleaned out.
I will say a lot of people were mentioning, you know, like all the trash, like for him to leave all the trash white, like our realtor dropped the ball, or, you know, she should have made sure that he did it. But our problem was that, like, he couldn't know that we were the ones buying it.
Yeah.
So we couldn't call him out on, hey, our realtor walked through and your house is trashy, you got to pick it up.
And she would have 100%. She even asked us, but the problem was he thought he was selling to a developer that was going to knock all of this down.
And a developer doesn't care if you leave trash because
Yeah.
they're going to knock the whole thing down. So we couldn't really give our cards away by
Yeah.
saying, hey, we need you to clear out all the trash. So we kind of had to take on.
We
all
had
the
to
trash.
play like we were the developer so that he didn't catch on. So we had to jump through a lot of hoops to get this place. If he would have known it was us, I don't think for a second he would have let us have it. So we had to act like we didn't care. So it wasn't her fault. She even mentioned, like, do you want me to have it? And we were like, no, we don't want to risk it. So
I just hoped that, you know, he'd be a decent person and clean up the trash himself, but we kind of figured knowing him, he wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't. And it was fun. We had a lot of fun clearing it out. It's been fun having projects. I mean, we still have a lot to do. I still haven't sweep. I know every time I say sweep, you guys are like, blow. There's something about blowing in spaces like this. It comes back at you. Like it goes up and dust goes everywhere. Sometimes it's just cleaner, even though it's more work to sweep because it's a lot of dust and like bugs fly at me and in my hair. Sometimes I just want to sweep. But we're gonna go inside. I've got a few things to do in there, but we'd never really taken you that way, so I wanted to show. Okay, so there's a lot going on. Videos are gonna be a little spaced out. If things aren't making sense, just wait till the next video when it might. So I'm filming a lot of videos at once and I don't know what's going up. But this is our cushion from our sectional in our movie room. We might put it in here, which obviously is gonna lead to another video that I'm working on. But I was trying to decide, was it gonna look okay? Do I need to paint the walls white? The house is so small, I could paint it. So I might paint these all white. I just wanted to bring it in to see if it was gonna be too dark in here. The carpets we're trying to decide, you'll hear me talk about it in another video. They're like brand new. They're just not my style. And there are just a few stains on, like in person, they're not as big as they're showing up on camera. So today I'm gonna put baking soda down and just see if that helps with, there's just a different smell in here. It's not bad. Like, I don't think it's terrible. I think everyone has a smell. And considering it's like on a farm with animals, it's really not that bad, but I'm just gonna see if putting baking soda down, and then I'm gonna see if I can get the spots up. If I can get the spots up, then we don't have to do new carpet. I would love to extend this wood tile out in here. We even have the boxes. He had 2 left over right there, but we cannot find them. It's like it's not made anymore, which is probably fair. I don't know how long ago they did it. But today we're just gonna do the baking soda, and then tomorrow or the next time I can come back over here, I'm gonna see if I can get it clean, and then we'll just go from there. So I used all I had left of this. I got the majority of the bedroom done. And then you guys saw me do the living room. The only room I didn't get to touch is this like small little room in here, which I doubt was used often. I'll have to bring more later to do it. But I'm definitely gonna do that first, and then vacuum, and then shampoo, and we'll go from there. Because like I said, I walk over here and it's so new, it's so plush. I know on camera it does not look nice. It looks way nicer in person. It's just the color. And once I can like like I said, that stain's not as bad in real life. What looks so bad is the vacuum lines. I need to do better. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna paint it white and then have this in here. I feel like this goes really well with the wood floors. It like brings that color out. And then we'd have that nice like cozy sectional in here. And just a little update in here. If you guys watched my like shopping and prepping the farmhouse or whatever, this is what we did. So I actually ordered the gel stain today. I woke up and they had sent me a coupon code. You know, sometimes when you look at something and then you don't buy it, they come back with a code. So I bought it. So I can't wait to start in here. I'll talk about it more later, but we are gonna probably be able to remove this piece because I don't like this design. I feel like it dates it. I would love to straighten that out. Like we could replace the fronts, but I'm trying to be very, very, very budget friendly in this little house because it's not gonna be used a ton. So I'm just gonna gel stain those. I cannot wait to see how it turns out because if it's as easy as they say, you guys are gonna love it. So if you guys need to do anything in your home, especially if it's like this extra orange color, like if it was a darker wood, I could have lived with it, but this is like OSU Go Post orange, and I love Go Post, but I don't want my cabinets. And then I'm trying to figure out what to do on the counters. I'm probably just gonna leave it and tie it in the best I can. In that same shopping video, I went to Hobby Lobby and they had some really cool art that had touches of like green in it with grass and stuff. So like, I'm not gonna play off of it too much, but like it goes a little gray black too. It doesn't just scream green. But I'll see what it does when I change the color of the cabinets. You know what I mean? And then I gotta figure out these lights. It's nice because they're bright, but we can't leave that. So I got a lot planned in there. I think I can make this super cozy and cute. I got some deep cleaning to do in here, the stains. I need to clean all the blinds. The fan's fine. I really want to update it. We'll see. I'm gonna just like sit down and try to like come up with a budget or a plan just to kind of, so I have an idea for each space. It's hard to change a fan because we're never in here and it's just like solid, but I don't love the style. So it's one of those, I'll probably get all the pieces in here and then decide like what we need to do. I'd love to take down the speakers, the surround sound, but I'm sure there's holes. If we paint, I can do it. If we don't paint, I can't. So we'll just see. It's funny because this is like the tiniest space ever. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I'm surprised we couldn't hear it from our house because this is tiny. That is a lot of speakers for this little spot.